What's up, y'all? Welcome to the stream. First case of business. This has been bugging me all fucking day. What does Mexico mean? Because, like, that's just a word that the Spanish, like, gave to that thing. What does that mean? Mexico is a kingdom that encompasses most of the western shores. Okay. Place of Mexi, land of the war god. Okay, cool. Anyway, okay, so we got loads. So last time, I'm so sorry about the last stream. I was been very overworked, and ended it very early, and I'm really sorry about that. That was not a good stream. Let me turn this light off. I thought it was helping, and it's not, and it just looks weird, and I look stupid. We're just gonna have this like Gooner dark filter over me. Actually, that's you know what? No one's fucking here. Here, we're gonna video capture device filters. Can we just add like a color correction? Make me like green. Can you just make me green? Yeah, just a little green there. Now I just look a little fucking weirder. That's good. Maybe a little early. Filters. Who the fuck stole my lighter? Oh no. Oh! She threw her fucking pussy at me. She threw her sock at me.
My sock.
No. I'm so tempted to put it in my mouth.
You have a sock!
Here's your sock.
My sock.
Ah! How could you?
Okay, no. I don't want it back now.
Bitch!
You have to wash it!
I don't want to wash it. You wash it.
You wash it.
You fucking wash it.
You wash it.
You wash it. So you know we're from Indiana. Okay, we've got the save menu working. What are we doing here? We're gonna save the positions to files. So we need to start loading files. So, oh, we need this document up because this gave us all our information. Save files. Godot. That is a good ass green filter. That shit looks dope. Best way to save data. Oh fuck! I closed this tab. So we were going to serialize. You can use it if you're looking to save user configuration, persistent objects, create a new group persist. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Func save var save dict. Saving and reading data. Use the class JSON to convert. I don't want to use a JSON string though. I mean, I could. I don't really care if people fuck with their save files, but other people might. I think that shit's funny as hell. Okay, you can binary serialize stuff for storing game state, and you can use it with functions getVar and storeVar of file access. GetVar and storeVar. So file access, save to file. File! File!
What?
File! Okay. Add item. What does add item do? Does that return anything? What are you called? You are a item list dot add item. Godot. Because if we can get his on... No, I don't need you. Let's see. Here. So add item. Does that return... It returns an int. What the fuck? I guess it'll return the position of the item in the list, so that's good. Get item at position. It doesn't fucking give me a item I can use unless I'm misunderstanding something. Select. Huh? I do a lot. Oh, I thought you were gonna say fuck. That's actually horrible. You're gonna go to jail now. I don't know. It's better not to, definitely, but like,
But I'm gay.
yeah. Sam's been sucking dick all morning. She's gay as fuck. Did I ever tell you there is a? I had this friend. Let's call her Jamantha. So me and Jamantha were like Snapchatting, and she was talking to her mom. Well, no, okay, I didn't know what she was doing. I thought we were just talking, and we were like sending voice messages, And we were just like we were like flirting, so we were like just being catty at each other. And I said something like, "Yeah, I bet you suck dick, don't you, Jamantha? You fucking faggot. Fuck you." And she just texted me, said, "Cobra, I'm talking to my mom right now." Who I knew. She thought I was a very sweet boy until that point. It's okay. Shout out Jamantha. I hope you know who I'm talking about if you see this. If you ever see this, shout out to Jamantha. She's fucking great. I love that girl. It's a bamf right there, Jamantha. She does suck dick and she is fucking gay. I don't know if she sucks dick actually. I shouldn't say. I don't know if she does. I have no proof if Jamantha sucks dick, but I bet if she does, it'd be great. All right, this sounds weird. That's a little weird. What'd you say all that, Sam? Soul. What'd you say all that shit? That was weird.
You said all that
That was my
shit.
friend Jamantha you were just fucking talking shit about. Talking about sucking dick, you evil little thing. Is selected. Is selected. Okay. Is selected. This how to check if item list selected Godot. I have an idea of this, but I want to make sure if there's like another way that people are doing this. Item selected signal. Connect signal through code Godot. This would be a lot neater of a because what I'm thinking right now is that we'll just pull is selected on the process frame. That seems clunky. That's dirty. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting way to use it. I would have done that when I was younger, stupider, and gay. But now I'm straight, adult, and gay, so I'm not gonna do that. What the fuck? How do you connect? So that if I can just connect this thing programmatically using the connect method. So can I just dot connect? Wait, okay. File list, add element, icon.
She's such an icon.
I'm an.
I want to be an icon.
You're a fucking icon.
You're a fucking icon.
Damn, girl, you're a fucking icon. Item clicked. Okay. Item clicked is probably what we're looking for. So, let's make a list. Var new file button index equals 0. Let's actually just make a var. So int, because we're only gonna have one new file button. We don't need multiples of those for any reason. New. They say never hard code shit. I'm hard coding right now.
What does that mean?
Hard coding is when you you basically program something so it can only work one way. Like when you're programming, you kind of want to make stuff flexible so like you can throw any set of data at it, but when you hard code something, you program the data into it instead of letting the user put the data into it. So when I was learning C++, they were one of the things I learned from the books that I was reading was like never hard code anything, just make everything flexible. And that is true. It's a lot easier to make shit if you're hard coding it. So and there's times when it's a rule. Rules are meant to be broken. This is a time where I'm like, no, this rule can be fucking broken. There's no reason not to. New file button index equals file list at add item. Let's print that just to make sure it prints 0. And then I'll probably erase that. New file button index. Okay, so then we need file list, item activated. On file list, item activated. That fucking works totally fine. Is that save menu? Yeah, so we'll just connect that to save menu. Is that on here? Cool. How do you do switch cases? Switch. I have this second monitor that's like just not being used. It's too small to read shit on. It's like I don't even have a reason to use it. Switch case, Godot. I have 3 monitors though. It's like it's good to have. I don't know. It's called match. I forgot about match. Okay. Match. Okay. We're gonna put you over here so I can read it. There. We found a use for it. Now you can see it. Stop it. That was gay. Match. Index, I think. Match index. New file button index. New save. Create new save file. I haven't been doing this because of the way that this has been written in Python, or GD script, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I usually capitalize when you're coding. You want to define like a style for your language. That's a good way to do it. Like it's just, yo, what's up, Hisoka? How you doing? It's good to see you.
Hi, friend.
Sam, soul, fuck.
Whatever. The person with the S says hi.
Okay. S. The lovely Miss S says hi. But yeah, so I haven't been, I've developed like a different kind of style to kind of mesh with the Godot style that's already been made here. Because I usually capitalize my methods so that I know that they're methods, but it's kind of fine. GD script is very like loose and like whatever the fuck, so I'm kind of fine with it. Funk. He said hi, and he used your government name. So now we have to kill him. Yeah, Samanthula. She's my darling little Samanthula. Anyone would ever hurt my darling little Samanthula.
I'm not dumb.
I said darling.
Oh.
There is one. Do you know who Toadette is from Mario? Toadette.
No.
She's like a girl version of Toad.
Oh, yeah, that bitch.
I fucking. You think she's the. I love her. Yes,
I'm
Bet.
not a bitch, but I know her.
I fucking love that bitch. Bet calls her a bitch. Bet asked like our group chat if we would have sex with her, and I was just like, if any of you hell ass niggas were to touch my precious daughter, I would kill you all and then myself. She's my favorite Mario character. She's like absurdly adorable. I love her so much. She's so cute. Okay, create new save file. We can put pass for now. I'm mostly just here. Print making new save file. I do this a lot. I hope this isn't fucking annoying to watch. Like I said in the last round, I'm pretty sure all of my streams are annoying. Did that printed once. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna shut you off, and then we're gonna try to rerun that because I don't think that worked the way I wanted it to. Making new save file. Okay, cool. Did I have to? I had to double click it. Item activated. Item clicked. Maybe we should change that to item clicked. So we're gonna remove that. Oh fuck, okay. Yeah. Can you go away? Item clicked. Index int, at position, mouse button. Okay, yeah. On file list item clicked. And then we can just replace this. Okay, that did go away, thank God. That was bugging the shit out of me. I will not report it. I will report it to the IRS for not paying your taxes. Sam, you're going to fucking jail.
Bitch, you're going to jail. I already paid my taxes. Fuck you.
Wait, are you talking about me?
Oh.
Fuck you. I actually owe a lot of money in taxes, and it's been very hard to pay off.
You really do.
Yeah.
Ow!
Okay, hell yeah, that works. You okay? Did someone hurt my darling little Samanthula?
Yeah, I hurt myself.
I hurt myself.
I cracked myself.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That's sick. Okay, we've got that. So now we have a way to register. So now we just need to make a new save file. That's fucking great. That is genuinely... That is the balls.com. Oh god. File.storeString content. How is that gonna work? Okay. File.storeString. File access. Okay. Is this the class? Where is .storeString? Because that is very concerning. What does that do? Store_string. Store a string to the file without new line character, encoding as UTF. Write text files. That's what I figured. Store var. Any variant value, full objects in true, encoding objects in allowed, and can potentially include code. What is loading? What does this loading thing do? If I store that variable file.get get as text, get float, get half, get path string. Okay, so it stores it as strings. How the fuck does that work? Okay. JSON versus binary. For a simple game state, JSON may work and that are easy to debug. Binary civilization. Binary civilization is an alternative approach. You can use the functions getVar and storeVar. So getVar and storeVar. What is getVar? Allow objects bool false. GetVar returns the next variant value from the file. Okay. Coding objects is allowed. Variant? You okay, Ahsoka? It's the crying emoji. Variant. Okay, so this is just getting a variable. So you'll store and get a variable to this file. Can I store a node? You don't know that. We're going to try to store a node. We're going to see if that... I'm just going to try to store... Making new save file. Okay. So... var file equals file access dot open. Fuck it. User. I wonder what that will save to. Save one. Oh, fuck. No, you can't as far as I know. You can't. Oh, you can't save a node? Okay. Okay, then let's see what save var does. Maybe I can save a variable. Maybe I can save a class variable that holds all the info that I need. That would be really useful. That would be really fucking useful. Like, I can just make like a save object. User / let's call you test. Well, I want to be able to give you a name. Save game .dat. We'll keep that for now. I think I'm gonna make it just vibe code and ask stupid chat. Just vibe code and ask that stupid chat GPT. I might. I probably will at some point. ChatGPT. I usually just Google shit because I've been doing this for so long, but because I mean not that I'm because I know how to. That's how I know how to do it. But ChatGPT, like every time someone's been like, just use ChatGPT, I try to do it and it's like, oh, it works. It just told me exactly what to do. It's great. Let's see. File access dot write. I don't think that will. Here, file dot store var, and then it's just anything, right? Var value variant. Dude, I was about to say, yo, what's up, babe? Yeah, I don't know. There's. I hope this isn't annoying. This is a thing where I'm like, I like, just like being chaotic and figuring shit out. But I probably will lean more towards like, doing shit like that if that is just starting to annoy you guys. But I don't know. Coding is fun because it's like a little. Has actually coded me some decent apps. It's actually coded you apps now? Okay. Fuck yeah. Well. I don't want to say fuck yeah, that can be a slippery slope, but I'm happy for you. It's file.storeVar. So let's make our own custom variable class. So we've got menus, save menu, system stuff. Oh, this is gonna get messy. Menu, save menu. Let's make a save and load. Save and load.
Yeah, save and load.
Save and load, babe.
I haven't touched myself in a week.
Hell yeah.
No, don't say that.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait, I'm fucking dumb. Okay, we don't need that. I asked him what's the code me an algorithm to select music for me, and it had actually done it in Python. Not bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually, yeah. You can ask better Google without giving him code. I'm like a senior dev to guide you make maximize your productivity. No, we totally enjoyed it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what, I was watching through it, and I think I mentioned this in the last stream. I was watching through it, and I was just like, whenever I watch someone code shit, they like know exactly what they're doing, and I'm just kind of freestyling and fucking up constantly. He is like a senior dev to get. Oh, okay. ChatGPT is like a senior dev. He's like a okay, okay. Yeah, that's true. I've used Chat. I know I've used ChatGPT for like story stuff to help me like figure out ideas. That is cool. Okay, file that's so we need a var. We're gonna call this var. I think if we var save data and we just don't define a type. Can we do that? How, is there a way to do that? Let's create class Godot. How do I create a class? A GD script is a class file in itself. Lion class equals load.liongd. Okay. Okay, so I do need to make, so that what I was doing here actually was not a bad idea. So create folder, save and load, save menu, create new script, save data structure. So this isn't going to actually be attached to anything. It's going to be something that we load. So class name, save data structure, var, yeah, they're all public, that's right. Var, what the fuck am I doing? Var position vector 3, right? Vector 3. So that'll hold our player's position. Var player 1 position. Player 1 position. Okay, that'll hold our player's position. I think. Yeah. I could probably expand that to hold the positions of every player. Let's do that. So var player positions equals, we'll make that an array. How do you make arrays in Godot again? I'm pretty sure arrays are serializable. Okay. Array player positions and then save data structure, save menu, var save data equals, I fucking totally, god damn it. History, just go to history. How do I create classes in GDScript? There we go. Var, what programming language are you doing it? It's called GDScript. It's a custom programming language for this engine Godot. It's basically Python though. It's like damn near Python. Abe, I found out my friend Zach. Yeah, I think I don't fucking know. Jesus. Our friend Zach, me and Abe's friend Zach, he's in college right now for computer science. He's taking C++ next year. He's taking Python after C++. C++ is like a really old, archaic, and like kind of fucking hard programming. It's like what every programming language now is like based on. It's really hard. It was like the third programming language I learned after like Java and I think like Python or something. And after I got it, I was like, oh, I get programming now. But it is not. It should not be your first programming language. It's like fucking crazy. Okay, save data. What am I doing? Oh, I need to define this. Okay. Var save data type equals load. Oh, can we put, so we can put this in, we put it in res? Oh, okay, no, yeah. Let's copy path, yeah. Equals load. Sorry. I understand some of those words you said. Yeah, sorry. I can explain them. Save data. Data type dot new. Yeah, okay. Right? Does that work? Okay. Save data equals save data type dot new. Save data dot save data structure dot player positions. C is the old, C++ is the fastest and more improved. Yeah, you're right. You're right, actually. C is the one that, like, everything's based on. C++ was, like, the like, they like, redefined C. You were absolutely right. I've only used C, like, once. I actually, it wasn't even C. It was the, like, Apple C. The one that you use to, like, make iPhone apps. I used it in, like, a weird college class that I had for, like, a month. And it was, like, it was very weird. I couldn't tell what was different between it and C++. I guess maybe the compiler's different. Maybe it, like, runs it better. Can you add to arrays? To array Godot. Player position... Assign, clear, fill, insert, insert would work. If we're making a new file, player position, C is 1970s, C++ is more like 1990s. Yeah. I wish I knew what the difference was. But God, when I used C++, I felt like a fucking wizard. It was so cool. The first thing I did with it, I made like this. I made an MMO, not I shouldn't say an MMO. I made a multiplayer game. It was one like 10,000 something or like couple thousand line script. Objective C is the worst one in all of history. Oh yeah, I think Objective C is what I used. But yeah, I made this like 10,000 something, or not 10,000. I made a couple thousand line script of C++ code that ran a multiplayer like 3D game, and I spent like weeks, and I did this on like this shitty little like broken ass Windows XP laptop, and it was just. If you ever want like an example of me being like a weird autist that gets obsessed over weird stuff, like that is it. Where I wrote this long ass script because I didn't understand like, oh, you need to, when you're coding, you need to separate your files, make them easier to read. So I just had this long fucking script of C code that had like different classes and shit in it, and it was just fucking weird. But it ran. I was able to like. I got my mom's laptop and I put the game on there and I ran and I was able to like move the characters around each other. That was it. And then I was like, alright, let's move on to the next thing. So not pop. Insert 0 and then we need to get the player. No, you're alright.
Do you have my lighter?
Do I what?
Do you have my lighter?
Why would I have your lighter?
I'm just asking.
I don't smoke, Sam.
Fucking liar.
Oh, okay. Player. Oh, export var player's parent. Player's parent. Node. So save data UI inspector. Inspector Lecter.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It was funny.
I'm good out of your way.
It's alright. How damn Sam make noise like a normal? Yeah, no, Sam should be in the basement, fucking never making sounds.
No, bitch.
That is your natural role. That is me. We have this character called Bluntisha who's supposed to be my, like, she's my, like, abusive girlfriend that, like, constantly is, like, I don't, if you guys have, like, read the book Hannibal, or seen the movie Hannibal, like at the end, Hannibal is like constantly drugging Clarice, the main character, so he can like force her into this weird abusive, like submissive relationship. And that the idea is that Bluntisha is doing that. She's just constantly handing me blunts and making me like sit in our basement playing World of Warcraft, while like with a brain destroyed by weed.
Feeding you White Castle, not letting you leave the basement.
Yeah, feeding me, and every time I'm just like, Bluntisha, I want to see my friends. She's like, nah, baby, here, have some more weed.
Cover, you're describing us.
Yeah, that is what Sam does. You abusive whore.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Stupid bitch.
See, she's getting defensive.
Who saved you the other night?
Have I told that story? I know Abe knows it.
From calling Sam, baby.
It's the funniest. It's the I meant to make a video about that. I guess I can clip this. Yeah, basically one of my weed adventures was we went to like, this was actually legal. It wasn't. I didn't even do anything illegal. We got like legal CBD gummies. This guy gave them to us for free. Huh? Yeah, okay, they were Delta 8 like CBD gummies. Sam got them for free with her vape pen. You remember in Silence of the Lambs of the FBI lady saved that one girl and she kept screaming at her? Yeah, Catherine! Catherine's a fucking bitch. Those are my favorite books. I love those books so much. Which is really funny. Because my birth name is Hannibal, and I grew up getting bullied for it. And, and like, now I'm an adult and I've read those books, and I'm just like, Hannibal is the coolest motherfucker ever. Why did I ever feel bad about that? Oh, real quick, I do... Yeah, it does have pointers and memory control, and a lot of shit is low level. How do you spell language? Yeah, and I didn't... When I messed with C, I didn't delve too much into the low level stuff. I didn't, like... But I did mess with memory pointers. Those are important. And that's a thing where, like, I've had a few times programming, like C# and, like, Python, where I'm like, I really wish I could fuck with memory pointers to do this. And it was just weird. Anyway, so my weed story, or my legal THC gummy story. We got these legal THC gummies for free with a vape pen that Sam bought from a new store. And apparently they were 500 milligrams. And I ate one. And I was like, I don't feel anything. So we wait like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to eat another one of these. And Sam's like, you probably shouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay, she's not like, you shouldn't, absolutely don't do this, so it's probably fine. And I take a second gummy. And then I get really high. I get really fucking high. Apparently that was 1,000 milligrams, which is a lot. It's a fucking lot. And I am a baby stoner. Like, I don't have the resistance for that shit. So, the first thing that happened, I was just being fucking crazy for a while. Like, I was just saying random nonsense constantly, which is pretty par for the course for me when I'm high. Sam goes into the bathroom at some point, and I'm just going like, I'm gonna get that fucking wizard, dude. I'm gonna get that fucking wizard, dude. I'm gonna get that fucking wizard, dude. I have no idea where I came up with that. That's just a thing I wanted to say for some reason. And Sam's in the bathroom, and at some point it hits me like, oh, she's probably in there because I'm fucking annoying her. I should probably shut up. And so I'm silent for like 10 minutes. She finally comes out of the bathroom. And in that time, I had also decided 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Well, I don't know how much that is. Is that a lot? I don't know. Sam's gone. She knows this. She told me it was a lot. I didn't know. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Is that a lot? They're saying there's just 1 gram. Yeah, is that a lot? Oh. Drugs are bad. Drugs are a little bad. But yeah, so Sam comes out of the bathroom after I've shut up, and I'm wearing my wizard hat and a robe. And as soon as she comes out, I just keep going, I'm gonna get that fucking wizard, dude. I'm gonna get that fucking wizard, dude. And she starts recording me. So we're having a good time. And eventually I'm like, alright, I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. This weed has drained all of my energy. I did get we will get to that. I got the fucking wizard. I got the wizard. Okay, 1 gram is a lot. Okay. I wasn't sure the way you said that. Like, I know nothing about weed. I didn't start smoking until like 3 years ago. And even then I do it like sparingly. But yeah, so we get the wizard. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. And then as I'm lying in bed, I am a very, like, impulsive person. I have a lot of impulsive thoughts. And it's something I've been kind of working on. But I did not have the defenses that I've been building up at this point. I was fucking gone. I was crazy. A lot of things are rushing through my head. One of the first thing that rushes to my head is I've been talking to a friend about tulpas. And if you don't know what a tulpa is like an imaginary friend that, like, has their own agency. They're kind of esoteric people, like, they have this thing called tulpamancy. It's like a practice of, like, creating them. You basically try to create, like, an individual person in your mind that only exists in your mind. So it's really weird. Some people, like, the idea behind a tulpa is that they're trying to, like, create a different, they don't like themselves, so they want to make a different person that can take over their body. It's interesting shit like that. I've never found a use for him, so I'm not trying to make a tulpa. That's really weird. It's an interesting thing to know about. But as I'm sitting in my bed, I'm like, yeah, tulpas are kind of fucking crazy. I don't think I'd ever do that shit. I like how the USA uses the metric system just for drugs and guns. We use them for guns? I didn't know that. Yeah, the USA's refusal to use the metric system is a whole fucking weird can of worms. Like, I don't know why the fuck we do that. Well, actually, I do know. We like, when they were implementing the metric system, we, like, just barely missed the boat. I think we were, like, being isolationists at the time. It's really weird. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I came up with tulpa. I was thinking about tulpas. I was like, tulpas are stupid. I'm never going to have one of those. And I was like, no, make a tulpa right now. And I was like, what? It was like, no, you're going to make a tulpa right now. Impulsive thoughts. Fuck you. 9mm. Okay, you're right. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's because other countries use guns. We have, like, an international standard for those things. But, like, miles are, like, I don't know. We have our own highways. Like, they're all in this country. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm immediately like, make a tulpa, and you know what? Your tulpa is the Duolingo bird. So this fucker was just in my head now. This little sentient Duolingo bird was just, it was like, oh, and I named him Iron Man, because I kept seeing him, like, right here, like, right in front of my eye, and I was like, oh, he's like Jarvis. He's like, well, I didn't name him Jarvis. I didn't have the name Jarvis. I was like, oh, he's like the little guy in Iron Man's helmet. That's Iron Man. We're calling him Iron Man. So this tulpa, the USA's greatest invention was fried chicken and fireworks. That's the fucking truth. It's the fucking truth. Yeah, so I have Iron Man sitting here, and I'm being bombarded with all these insane thoughts, and then the next one is like, you know, I could just kill you at any time. Like, I could just stop your heart. This is my brain saying this to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, that don't do that. I don't even think you could do that. And I'm like, oh, really? You don't think I could do that? Watch this. I can do anything with your brain. Watch this. And I just make myself throw up, and I throw up all over the floor of my bedroom. Like, I get up and I throw up, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing it. And I, like, kind of sit there for a second. I'm like, no, you're not going to go to the next step. And I feel like there's, like, this edge where I'm like, so, like, in my head, fuck, that fuck anything up? Okay. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I feel like I'm, like, standing on a ledge, and, like, one side, the side of the ledge that, like, isn't the abyss is, like, normal life, and then the abyss is just, you could fall here and die. And, like, you literally just have to, like, not even take a step, you just have to, like, dip your head back here and you're dead. I was like, holy fuck, that's scary. And I get up and I run out, and I run, like, right here, like, in our living room, and I scream, like, Sam, call the police, call the police. Yeah, my mind was playing games with me. That is a good way to describe it. It's like, Sam, call the fucking police. And she just runs downstairs. She's, like, so worried. I'm like, Sam, call the police. I'm gonna fucking die. And she just starts laughing. And she's like, no, you're not, dude. You're fine. And I'm just like, no, Sam, I'm serious. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, what's up, Kyle? How you doing? Also for camera lenses, car parts, military science-related things, voltage, amperes, metric stuff. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Don't you... Am I remembering this wrong? Didn't you go to... Aren't you, like... Don't you have an engineering degree, Kyle? I'm pretty sure I remember you telling me that. Yeah, so I'm on the floor. Oh, yeah, so I yell, like... call the police. She's like, Cobra, you're fine. You just need to calm down. And then I throw up all over the floor. I threw up on Sam. She's... I'm sorry. AM and PM's only in the USA? Does everyone else use, like, military time? That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't think that. I figured everyone would use AM and PM. Yeah, I threw up on Sam a little bit. Sorry. I love you. See that silence? I mean, she loves me too. Electrical engineering. Okay, hell yeah, that's fucking sick. Um, yeah. So I'm sitting on the ground in my throw up, and I'm sitting there struggling against the idea of like, yeah, I could just fall into the abyss and die at any moment. And the fucking Duolingo bird is literally just sitting there like, dude, no, you're fine. Come on, I got you. I got you. He's like pulling me back from the fucking edge, and I'm just sitting there like, why the fuck is the Duolingo bird here? But I was sitting there with that, like, just struggling with the idea of like I could die any moment. Also in my own throw up in my living room. For an hour. For an hour, I'm sitting there just having this thought of like I could die at any fucking moment. This is really terrifying. It's very, very horrifying. And then the next day, I sleep for like 12 hours. I wake up. The Duolingo bird is still there. And I'm pretty sober. Like, I can, like, drive and shit. But the Duolingo bird is still there, so I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And we kind of talk it out. Like, not much happened after that. The thing that was, like, just really weird was, like, the Duolingo bird stayed there for, like, 2 more fucking days. It took 3 days for me to finally just be like, he's not real, Cobra. This doesn't have to be a part of your life. You don't need a tulpa. You have no reason for a tulpa. He was there for that one moment. But the thing I kept saying was like, because I kept saying I'm gonna get that fucking wizard, dude. The thing I kept describing it as was like, I defeated the wizard. Because I got through that hour of like, I'm gonna die. That is the most afraid I think I've ever been in my fucking life. Like when I was a kid, I had an adult that was like in my house. And he was like mad at me for something. He was one of my mom's friends, but he was like mad at me and I'm like, he's gonna kill me. And like that is not as scary as like what that was. That is the most afraid I think I've ever been in my life, and it was for an hour. That shit sucked. Never really used it. I was so sleep deprived I barely passed, barely retained any of the knowledge, so I never had the confidence to try to use it. Jesus Christ. That's I feel like electrical engineering is such an interesting like field to have. I'm trying to learn more about it. I have like a soldering table. I want to like learn how to like use it and shit. I tried to read once and I got stuck in it. You got stuck in an infinite time loop? Like, did you just keep repeating actions or what? That's really interesting. Okay, now that we're done with the tangent, insert. So we have players parent dot get child 0 dot origin dot transform. What are you? Yeah, dot transform dot position. Let's try that. Dot position, or maybe transform dot origin. Let's print get child. Print player's parent 0 dot get child transform dot position. Let's go back to that's a. I actually have this filmed. This will be a video on the channel at some point. I wanted to stagger it because I'm still trying to get that Dragon Ball video done. But there's another. I filmed one of my weed escapades where I got high. This was when I tried an edible and I didn't like almost kill myself. But I just kept saying after work, and then it just became this thing where I would try to like rhyme it with everything I said, and then Sam would be in the background and she was like, "You're gonna be popular," and I'd be like, "After work," and it just became this thing. That'll be a video at some point. I have to like cut it down, and I want to get the Dragon Ball video out first and foremost. I'm actually doing this to like get this out of the way because I've been like slacking on getting projects done. Transform dot position. Okay, so if we can print that. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I got to the 1 year mark on the 9th. Oh shit, yeah. That's damn. Has it been a year already? God damn. Best degree, low key. You can not only learn to code but make hardware. Best of both worlds. Now let's discuss why Christopher Nolan's magnum opus is Interstellar. Is that the Chris Pratt movie with Jennifer Aniston? I really liked that movie when I saw it. It was cute. Player's parent.getChild.transform.position. Print. Okay. Will that print that? Key position. Object of type. Transform 3D. Transform 3D.Godot. Godot. Basis. Origin. Okay, let's try origin. Okay. Ugh, stop that. Save. New game. Stopped watching movies a long time ago. I'm trying to get back into them. I've had this type of an object of type node. Get child. Huh. If I can no. On object of type node. Invalid access to save data at player position. Oh, okay. Save data, load. It stars Matthew McConaughey. Oh, I know what movie you're talking about. I've heard that movie's really good. As can I just load you? Save data type. Save data structure. Let's try that. Does that work? Yeah, Abe loves movies. Yeah, I on Kyle's thing. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I feel. At least it's been some time. That's something to consider. But no, I feel that, man. I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're not doing too bad. That's good. That's really good. We don't have cinema and legal to get Netflix or any streaming service. Oh, fuck. That sucks. Even here, like, I just pirate it. Let's not say that. I watch movies thriftily when I do. I find ways. But I have a few streaming services, though, like, but it's mostly, like, stuff my friends have bought and just put on my TV. I want to watch more movies, though. There's this thing where I'm like... Yeah. There's this thing where I'm like, I don't want to... There's this thing where I'm like, I want to learn more about culture, so I'm not, like, being excluded from it. So I'm trying to watch more things that, like, more people... I want to read, like, Naruto and Bleach soon, so I understand that. Also, I do want to say, I don't want to sound like I'm, like, not... Kyle's thing that he's talking about is very personal. I don't know if he wants to, like, talk about it publicly on a live stream that's, like, recorded. So that's why I hope I don't sound like I'm, like, trying to, like, dismiss anything you're going through. It's just, like, that's why I'm not, like, talking about it super in detail. But you do have my condolences, and I'm really proud of you for fucking getting through that shit, man. It's really good. Not good. You're very strong. You're very fucking strong for that. That shit was hard. You're from Algeria. I did not. Is that South America? Okay. I'm glad you understand, Kyle. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be like, oh, whatever. Like, it's not what that is. We definitely got... I've been meaning to fucking text you. I drive now for work, so I don't, like... I'm, like, never looking at my phone, and I always take, like, a day to text people back. So I'm just... but you've been on my mind. I'm just like, I need to text Kyle at some point. Okay. Load resource by type. You can't have any banking apps or any support from any service. North Africa. Okay. Algeria. Oh, yeah. Algeria is North African. Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of them can be strict. God. By type Godot. North Africa is really so like one of the games I'm working on with this engine. It's probably I've been thinking I might actually develop it and try to make it like an open because I that game I know I want to be free. I might try to like make all the assets for it myself and make it open source. But it's I think it's the one I told you about. It's the one that's based in like relationship magic. It's very based in the Arab. I don't know if like Algeria is part of that. I'm assuming so. It's very based in like Arabic culture and shit like that. You basically play as like a little Arab coded elf. In this like desert. Yeah, I know not all of the Arabic world is desert. But it's been a thing where I'm trying to learn more about Arabic stuff for it. And it's cool. I really like Arabic culture is really fucking interesting and cool. I'm trying to learn. I feel bad because I don't know enough about it at this point. There's an optional type hint. Okay, load resource.load. Do you want to say I appreciate you being in contact during that whole mess? And yeah, feel free to shoot me a message sometime. Yeah, of course, dude. I'm trying to game more too, dude. It's not 100 Arabs. What does that mean? That sounds like a saying. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to game more with people, honestly, because I've been like in this rut. Like when I play video games, I'm basically just doing it because I'm like tired from working. And then it's this thing where I'm like, I feel like I'm just using this as escapism. Escapism, like, kind of pisses me off. And I'm like, how can I use this to, like, do more shit with people? And I have a friend that's, like, into fighting games. I'm like, oh, I need to fucking, I would help you, though, to get to know about the clutter. What is the clutter? I think I might be misunderstanding something you're saying. But yeah, I want to play more games with people, basically. Because I'm like, okay, can I get something out of gaming so I don't feel like I'm just like doing it for vapid escapism? And one of the things is like, okay, you have spent a lot of your time like avoiding people in your life, which is not good. And I'm like, this is a way that you can like connect with people more, just like hang out more. So I definitely want to try to get into that shit more. The problem is what I have to do is like set like, okay, these specific like these days of the week you're gonna like go hang out and game with somebody or something. Because you can't just, like, sit in your room and play Sonic all day, you fucking autismo. Okay, load, type hint, string. Can I load a resource? Load resource as type Godot. How do I load a custom resource type? Do I need to use resource loader? What is this shit? I'm not sure if Godot... No loader found for resources. I mean, some escapism is okay in some cases. Help me anyways. So, like, my thing is, like... It is okay. My thing is, like, I spend a lot of time just trying to ignore the world. Even this, what I'm doing right now, like, I'm glad I'm streaming this. Even this, what I'm doing, like, the reason I became a programmer was because I felt, like, really inferior to everyone else in school. And I was like, one day I'll make some insane video game and everybody will like me. And, like, that's the escapism. Like, I do a lot of... I would help you, though, to get to know about the culture. Okay, yeah, that'd be fucking dope. I'd have to figure out a way we could, like, I don't know if we could, like, talk about... Or if you're watching the streams, I guess you can just tell me, like, as I'm building shit. Like, maybe I'll do something and you'll be like, that's wrong. That'd be cool. The best way to use Arabic culture, use the golden age of Islam in 14th century. Okay! But yeah, like, what I was saying was, so, like, I wanted to get popular programming, and it's still a thing where, like, I don't like that I have to work constantly, so I just make stories in my head constantly, and they're cool. All of my stories are usually based in the real world in some way, but they're a way for me to imagine, like, one day I'll make this and everybody will like it and they'll like me and they'll think I'm smart. And, like, that is good, but that's, like, most of my life. I need a way of finding a way to be like, okay, go back to the fucking real world now, dude. The core idea of a lot of things I do are like just to get away from things. I watch a lot of stuff about like Pokemon and stuff, and I'm like, Pokemon's cool. Pokemon has nothing to do with the real world, and that's also when I feel like I'm just like, why am I watching like a 12-hour essay on Pokemon? What am I learning from this? Misspelled it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I need to get... I do love this, though. I love that we can, like, do this and just talk about shit. Like, I can just talk about shit with people in my chat, and I can, hopefully I'm, like you guys are learning as you're watching. That makes me really happy, if you are. How do I load a resource type? Data item... Is there just a casting? Typecasting... Godot. Anything in excess can be bad, of course. Yeah, that's the problem. Is like I'm constant when I'm working, when I'm driving, I'm listening to video essays, and like some of them are good, but it's literally to get me out of the space of driving. Like it's just like I need to ground myself. I do it enough, but I'm like, no, I need to do it more. I'm very used to like just kind of going off in my own head, and it's not good. It's not actually modifying the object. God, that shit is so fucking bright. This is what I loved about JavaScript. JavaScript does not have types. Like, they do. It doesn't really care, though. Like, this thing is throwing an error because I'm trying to access something within this class, but it's defining it as a different class that this is inheriting from. In JavaScript, it wouldn't even check for that. It would just be like, fuck you. Okay, is it there? If not, we're just going to throw a null error. Fuck you. JavaScript is really fun to work with because I can just do whatever I want. Basically. Like, a lot of languages have so many rules. C-based languages like Java have like a ton of rules. This one, Python, there's like less rules. JavaScript, there's like might as well not be any rules. It's just like, yeah, if you fuck up, you're going to find out, but... Or you might not even find out. That's kind of the reason that they have rules. Typecasting. As keyword. Okay, let's try as. As save data structure. Let's try that. Cannot convert from resource to save data structure. Fucking hell. Okay. That's just the entertainment while you're working. Doesn't seem that bad. What are you driving? I don't want to say, because I say a lot of edgy shit. I do delivery and I do taxi stuff. I don't want the companies that I work for to find out. I can probably message you privately. But, I really like doing taxi stuff because I help a lot of poor people. And, it's always, like, really nice. I feel bad because a lot of them... But, like, I help a lot of people that are, like, kind of on... A lot of them are younger, but they're kind of like where I was when I was 22, and like I haven't changed that much. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm helping someone out that's like on my level, you know, like they're struggling like I am. And the delivery pisses me off so much. I'm always delivering shit to these rich neighborhoods. I'm like, why the fuck did you order a ton of fucking toilet paper to your mansion? Go to the store. You are not better than anyone. Go to the fucking store. God, it pisses me off so much. I'm like, just go to the store. You have cars. You have all this money. You do not need me to slave over a fucking package that you, like, just go to the store. It's annoying. And there's fallacies to that. Like, I'm getting paid to do this shit, but I don't want to do it in the first place. Like, I'm doing this job because I'm forced to. Like, I need to do it to have a place to stay. It's annoying, but that's a whole other topic. What am I doing? I'm trying to typecast this. Okay, load custom resource. Load from string. Data item. Is there a way I can make a generic load function? Okay, type hint. Get script. What does this do? Specify that a type is an argument in a function. That's not. I don't think that's gonna be. Well, okay. This is exactly what I needed. You're the goat. What the fuck is that a reply to? Variable weapon data not new and use it as the filter parameter. Save data type dot new. Oh, wait. If that's a resource, can we do that? As save data structure. Let's try that. As save data structure. Noah's honest work, and I respect you for that. Thank you. I just get so annoyed about it. Like, I feel that's a work of a real man. Thank you. It's just like I never. I want to do this shit. Like, this is what I want to do for my job, and I'm just like, instead, because this doesn't pay, I have to deliver packages, and I am delivering a bunch of stuff to people that I assume don't leave their house because they're getting shit you could get at the store. So I'm just like, why wouldn't you just go to the fucking store, get some fucking sunlight? It's annoying. That's neither here nor there. Okay. Players parent.getChild.transform.origin. Output 000. Okay, so we're getting the position. Will that change if I move? Let's check that. Save, new game, errors, output, still put 000. That's interesting. Default player, that's interesting. Okay, I need to figure out what that is. What are my errors? Stack trace, player position and base object type nil. Okay, great. That's what we want. That's what we fucking want. God damn it. Okay, save data type equals load. Can I just put like save data structure dot new? Can I just do that? Will that work? Equals, or yeah, let's put that here. Save data structure dot new. Yeah, that is really the thing at the end of the day. It's like I complain, but it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I just have to do it. Like it's fine. It's not fine. Like I wish there was like a way to fix that, but it's how the world is, you know. Ref counted. What the fuck do you mean? Okay. Ref counted save data structure. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so then what we're gonna do instead, here's what we're gonna do. Make this shit a little bit simpler for me. Save data UI. Could I make a save data structure? I don't think I could. Can we make like just a struct? GD script. I try not to complain about my job considering how much more it was than Walmart. Yeah, me and Kyle met at Walmart. Walmart was a fucking trip. Walmart was, God, and it's like I never like hated Walmart, although I feel like a lot of it was like being gaslit into not hating Walmart. Like they have very culty behavior, but it was a thing where it's just like you look back and you're like, God damn, they were doing so much crazy shit. Even at the time, I'm like, they were doing so much fucking crazy shit constantly. It's all because of France. Oh, is your country colonized by France? That makes sense. No matter how much better it pays. Yeah, I feel that. I get paid a lot for what I do, but like because of what I do, I have to work a fucking lot to like get as much money as I have. And like I said earlier, like I have taxes that are constantly coming down on my ass. It's like, oh fuck. But that's temporary. The taxes I have now are because I had a really good job last year, and that's gonna go away. Thank God. Then I don't have to, I'm gonna work way fucking less. Probably gonna work on this way fucking more. Behavior was changed. Okay, what am I doing? Why doesn't it support structs? Adding generic support for value types is quite hard. Not the ideal solution, but should work, depending on your specific use case. How do I build this thing? Always say she was the best thing to come from that place. Yeah, I feel that. There are good things, like, It taught me how to like buckle down and just work super hard when I need to. And the position I was in, so like when I worked at Walmart, my mom basically was just like, "Hey fucker, you're 18, get a job and get a house. Get the fuck out of my house." And I was just like, "Okay, I don't know how to do that. You're not gonna help me?" She's like, "Nah, fuck you." And I'm like, "Okay." I guess, fucking asshole. And I had like 6 months, and I very quickly had to learn like, okay, here's how to buckle down and do this. And then when I started working at Walmart, they were like, "You're not doing enough." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean I'm not doing enough?" And I had to learn how to be like, okay, even if it's not fair that they're overworking you, you have to like overwork yourself, I guess, or you're gonna die. Like you're gonna be homeless. It sucked. It sucked. It was not good. I'm glad at the time I kind of took this like libertarian approach to it where I'm like, well, I'm just working for what I need, but it's like, okay, you're being abused. You're being abused. Like you don't deserve any of the shit that you're going through. You're put in a very shitty situation. I'm just like, oh no, I'm strong enough to deal with this. Working at Walmart, I'm gonna rise up working at Walmart, and it's just like that's not gonna happen, dude. 18 is our 18 is the thing, and I've had a lot of experiences that reinforce this, but I'm like, I don't consider children to be adults when they're 18. I consider you to be an adult when you're like 25. Like, if I had a kid, I would not, like, I'd let them leave if they want. Like, you are kind of an adult, but it's like, no, you need, like, help. Like, you need your parents when you're like 25. And the way this world works, especially, like, it's a miracle that I have a car. I didn't get one until I was 24 because I didn't have anyone to teach me. The Walmart I transferred from West Virginia, they would write you up at the drop of a hat. I developed an insane work ethic and fast. Yeah, our Walmart was pretty lax from some of the shit that I've heard. We have the opposite thing. We just have the help of we just have to help your fathers in your work. Oh damn. Yeah, that is. I know a lot of cultures do that. Like you just kind of like, you're just like, all right, we'll just take over the family business then. I don't care about your fucking dreams. I don't know if that's what like you're talking about, but yeah. Is there a way I can make this a node? So the way that I'm thinking is that I might have to make this a node for the save data. That's not that bad of a solution. That's really not that bad of a solution. Let's try that. Add child node. That's really not that bad of a solution. You could load all the save data into this node and then just clear it when you need a new one. Save data. I have no job because my father is a landowner. God damn. I mean, I see that like you can make stuff with that. Like you can like do stuff like this and like make something out of your life with that really easily. I wish I had that kind of. I don't know your situation, but like yeah, it's getting harder and harder to move out. Yeah. That's the thing is like. Yeah, when I came into the Avon store, it was immediately more lax. I never got another write-up. Yeah, I heard like this dude like made fun of his manager at like one of the stores on like the south side of Indiana and got a write-up. I'm like, holy shit. We never had anything like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, no, but yeah, I get about like moving out. I know your landlord like did some shitty stuff to you, but like the economy makes it so hard. Like, if you don't have, like, generational wealth, the economy makes it really fucking hard. It's crazy. Okay, save data. And then we're going to put save data structure on you. Extends node. So... Oh, extends node. Right? Does that work? Okay. Save data UI. Export var save data. Save data structure. I guess that's fine. Like, that doesn't have to be. I would prefer it if I didn't have to have a node to initialize this class, but I don't see another way. If anyone sees this and you know more about Godot than me and you have, like, an idea of how I can do this thing, because I basically just want, like, a C++ struct, and I can't get that for some reason. So if anyone knows how to do that, please let me know. And whether it's in the comments, if you see this later. I know I'm planning on making a video essay on this, like with the Emerald thing. If you see this in that essay, please tell me. I would love that. Save data. Yeah, life is easy to live, but because of the very strict country, we have this type of work PC in developing. Yeah. Yeah, I know. A lot of those countries over there are very strict, from what I understand. I do not. This is way over my head. I feel that. Yeah. Hopefully you can get something out of it, though. Like, if you have that. As far as the... like, being able to live with your... I don't know if you're, like, working with him, too. You said you don't have a job, I guess. Okay, so save data. So we don't need save data. So... create new save file. So we're gonna make a save data.clear method. So func clear. If I save this, will it? Yeah, okay. Func clear. I don't know if I am saving a node or if I'm just saving the script in this node. That's very weird. Func clear. If you want to pay for a simple GPU, it would be like 6 or 10 times the original price. Oh, that'll make that shit hard. That will make that shit hard. I know when I was growing up, because I had like Windows XP laptops in like 2015. Like, I didn't get like, I have a really good computer now. It took years. Without a baseline understanding. Oh, you're saying I don't. I thought you were talking. Kyle was saying I thought he was talking about his moving thing. He doesn't understand. This is way over his head. Without a baseline understanding, I'm not sure I'd pick much up. Mostly to chat with a friend. Okay, well yeah, it's good to talk to you, man. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I can make like a video like getting started with Godot. That might be something good to like start with. Yeah, having a GPU be that expensive. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, I don't know if you have any access to a computer, but like, yeah, I started with like really shitty computers, and I'm not you, so I don't know. This might be different for you, but like, I love old games. Like Chrono Trigger is my favorite game, and like I played a lot of like emulated SNES games. You still have Windows 7 in your college? I mean, look, when Windows 7 was out, like I was like all our schools had like Windows XP. I feel like colleges in general. Well, college is different. I'm talking about my high school. I feel like schools though like are always a little bit behind. I don't know. Windows 7 now is crazy though. That's a long time. Like Windows XP to Windows 7 was only like 10 years. That's like 15 years, I think. That's a long ass time. It's a really long time. Jesus Christ. Okay. Clear data. I have an APU PC Ryzen. I know Brackeys has a couple of videos on Godot, but he's not uploaded frequently. Yeah. Brackeys is really good, though. Yeah. He is really, really good. I don't know, the video I'm doing now will show you how to, like, make a movement system. But I could probably, like, slow it down and make a version where I'm, like, explaining how to make things. That'd probably be a way better thing to do. Clear data. Player positions dot clear. Cool. Okay. So we have a clear data function. You have a PC Ryzen. I don't know enough about hardware. That sounds like the bit I know about hardware. I'm like, that sounds like a pretty okay PC. Okay. Create new save file. What is it? Save data. Save data dot clear data. Save data dot player position. I'm gonna be so mad if that whole thing happened because I misspelled. Don't no, don't tell me. Don't tell me that. Was that just because I misspelled that? My dumbass. Save data structure dot new. Save data structure. Okay. Oh, let's just do save data dot new then. Whatever. I'm gonna be so mad if that whole thing was just because I fucking misspelled. There's no S here. Have I played anything interesting lately? I've been replaying Legends Arceus. I've been replaying a modded version of it that has like some interesting shit in it. I'm not gonna stream it because that's just like that's for me. That's for when I need to like just chill out and fucking die for a second. But I've been playing that. I've been playing I played Pokemon Gamma Emerald on here. It was like a cool like fan game. And then I played I've been dipping my toes trying to find like another game to get hooked on. So I played like Dragon Quest 6 for a bit. I played Dragon Quest 9 for a bit. I fucking love Dragon Quest 9. I was playing through Dragon Quest 6 and I was like, oh yeah, this is like the other Chrono Trigger that I really loved. I feel like I was playing. Oh, I tried Final Fantasy V. I've been dipping my toes into like little RPGs for a bit, and I'm like, no, that's where I'm like, you never finished the last fight in Arceus, dude. It's sick. I never finished catching Arceus. That's what right now I'm like obsessively going through and trying to complete the Pokédex, but I never what was it? Yeah, I never finished Arceus, and then I've been dipping my toes in these RPGs because I'm like just trying to find something to relax with, and then it's just making me feel worse. That's where I was like, I need to start playing games with friends because I just feel like I'm just doing nothing, and I don't like that feeling. We don't have a clear way to learn new because most of the language is barrier and most of the courses in English. Yeah, I've heard that's a huge problem. Is like all programming languages are all made in English. Your PC costs like $2,000 in 2023. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Mine did cost a lot of money. I think I got a tax refund for the final upgrade. But, like, even before that, I was playing, like, okay games. I wasn't playing new stuff, but I was able to play, like, stuff that was, like, a couple years old. And it started out as, like, a $200 PC. It was this $200, like, HP, like, old school PC. It had, like, Windows 7 on it. In, like, 2015. What's up, Ian? How you doing? It had like Windows 7 on it in 2015, so it was like a little bit old but not too old, and it was only like $200. I got it off of eBay, and then and it was like an office computer, like it wasn't a great computer, but it had a motherboard that worked, and then I found like an okay graphics card, and I jammed that fucker in there, and I had to like the computer wouldn't close anymore, so it kind of helped out with the cooling. I had the computer just sitting open, like the case was just open always, I guess because I had this graphics card sticking out. So then I could play like Skyrim. Like I could play games from like 2011 with this like $100 graphics card that I found. And then I just slowly upgraded it. Eventually I got like a motherboard and a slightly better graphics card. My RAM still worked, and then I had to get new RAM at some point. And it was this thing where I slowly like was able to build it up. But it started out, it was like a $300 PC. And it was fine. I'm assuming that's like, yeah, it's very for everything. If it was okay, it would be $300. Yeah, I don't know what the inflation rate with your stuff is, but like I know this PC, the final upgrade cost $1,000, so I don't know if that like, I don't know that the fact that this ended up costing $1,000 by the end of it makes me think like, okay, maybe that converts over, but I don't know if I'm like having a fallacy of judgment there. Have I looked into Clair Obscur Expedition 33? I've barely looked into it. It looks interesting. I want to play it. Like I said, I'm paying my taxes a lot. There's a lot of games I want to play and buy, and I don't have the money for it. There's like this old fairy tale game that's like $20, and I'm like, man, that looks cool. I can't buy that. I just can't. I don't have any way of fucking doing it right now. I need to eat more than I need to play Fairy Tail. So I'm just not gonna buy that right now. Okay, save data structure.new. We don't need structure. We need we need save data type. So let's do save data type.new. Let's just do save data.new. Let's just save data.new and then player positions. Please, for the love of God. Save new game. Did that work? Okay. Let's print player positions. Print save data dot player positions. Oh, the Fairy Tail game shot into your all time. I think I still have Game Pass. Actually, that might be worth a look at. Yeah, I do, because I have the Oblivion remake. That was the one thing where I was like, okay, I can spend money on Game Pass. Oh wait, no. Fairy Tail's not. So Clair Obscure. I forgot you said that. Clair Obscure is on Game Pass. I might check that out then. I've been playing the I was playing that for a while. I stopped kind of recently, not for any particular reason. I was like, oh, I don't want to play Oblivion right now. You have me so excited, Kyle. I thought Fairy Tail was on there. No, fucking yeah. And I was playing Oblivion for a while, and I was like, oh, I can't go back to Skyrim now. Like I've played Oblivion before, but now that it's like updated and shit, and there's gonna be more mods. Like a lot of what Skyrim was like, okay, the community's modding the fuck out of this game, but now that Oblivion is like the main Bethesda game, now I'm like, are they gonna make like story mods like what Skyrim has? Like this game is just better. It's just better in every way than Skyrim. Like they keep trying to fix Skyrim with mods. It doesn't work. Like it works. Not really. Like Oblivion's just a better game. You get to make your own. There's one mod in Skyrim where you can make your own spells, and it doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work anymore. There's like a DLL that's like outdated that you need for this mod for some reason. It's really weird. Okay. So, that worked. That actually worked. So I don't need save data. I'm actually a fucking super genius, and everyone should love me and tell me I'm perfect. But that worked. So we don't need to clear data. Class name, save data structure. We're gonna rename you to save data structure. I'm so mad. That's the most annoying, like... Bethesda lost Game of the Year with Starfield and... practically gave up on it. Yeah. I played Starfield on Game Pass because I was... So, like, there's this YouTuber that I watch. I don't know what their name... I think it's Summoning... No, Summoning Salt's the speedrunner guy. There's this YouTuber that I watch that does, like, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls content. I'm very... Elder Scrolls is actually inspired... It's literally the reason I'm making this game engine. The game that I made, the very first inspirations were, funny enough, actually Fairy Tail and Elder Scrolls. Since we're talking about fucking Fairy Tail. What was it? Yeah, so I was watching this channel. It's Fudge Muppet. Fudge Muppet's the channel, and they were talking Starfield up like it was gonna be so fucking good. And then I played it, I was like, this is actually... I hated Fallout 4. I know a lot of people like Fallout 4. I don't. It's fine if you do. I think Fallout 4 has valid, like, parts to it. I think it fucking sucks. Starfield is every problem. Is like the vapid nothingness of Fallout 4. Like the just absurdly uninteresting gameplay of Fallout 4 just exploded. It's just aggressively not an interesting game. Like, why the fuck does it even exist? What the fuck? That is they were like, we finally made a new IP. No, you didn't. You just put dudes in space and said this is cool. And it wasn't even cool. Like, what the fuck was that? It's insane. And it's just expensive because scalpers. The only thing that's good in my country, there's no tax. There's like no sales tax. You want to pay if you have $1 million or $100. That is cool. I genuinely think like you've never I genuinely think like a lot of problems would get solved if taxes weren't mandatory to pay and instead you paid. Like, you chose which politician to pay your taxes to, or you chose which program to pay your taxes to. I think that would solve so many problems. It'd be really hard to implement. It would never get implemented actually, and it'd be very complicated to implement. But I think it would help a lot of things. You've never been able to get into a Bethesda game you've tried. We used to have a friend named Scott, and he told me it was like way too free. Like there were like too many options. I'm like, yeah, I get that. I get that. Some people like structure, and like that's fine. I'm a CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red is lit. I haven't played enough of The Witcher. This actually, you're getting a preview. This might be a video at some point. I've read almost all of the Witcher books. Because I heard they're before the Witcher games, so I wanted to read them before I played the Witcher games. Then I found out I kind of don't like the Witcher. It's it's kind of I don't like I am not a normal person, and these are very like normal like masculine and feminine stereotypes. I don't even think The Witcher's bad, but it's like all of these characters are like stereotypes of masculinity and femininity. Like, just played straight, and it gets so fucking grating. I'm just like, why is Yennefer's whole thing that she is a bad bitch, and that's why she gets to be an annoying cunt? That's why she gets to be, like just an awful cunt to people. Because she's a bad bitch, and that's cool, and it's just like, dude, shut up. Geralt's a strong man, and that's why he gets to be an angry asshole to everyone, and everyone still likes him, and I'm just like, shut up. So that might be a video at some point. The Witcher, I don't think it's bad. I'm really glad I read it. I think it's really good, but it fucking annoys me. Yeah, I have played a bit of with The Witcher 3, and it's really cool. Cyberpunk's really fucking cool too. I like Cyberpunk a lot, even when it was like buggy as shit. I thought it's really well written, and now that it's like done, the gameplay is like really good. I really like that game. Okay. Save data, structure.no, player positions. It's not saving my actual position though. That's a problem, but I think that's because character body isn't being saved. Default player.character body. Entity movement. Yeah, because you move the entity movement. Okay. Entity movement, absolute entity movement. What we're probably going to need to do... CB entity movement. Yeah. It's from a European culture, so you wouldn't understand. Yeah, that's also, like... That's a thing I'm considering, is, like, there is a cultural difference with The Witcher. And it's literally, like, a cultural difference in general. Like, The Witcher was written in a different time by a different culture. And, like, I'm a queer person in 2025. I don't think this thing was written exactly for me. And there are things that I don't... I also want to say, like, just because I don't like it doesn't make it bad. I think it has, like... It exists for a reason. I don't think most things are fucking bad, but it does annoy the shit out of me. I'm just like, why? Why? If you like, Yeah, what the fuck? It's... Yeah, why was that removed? What the hell? Okay, well, let it be known, Hisoka said that I wouldn't get it. And I don't know why the hell that was removed, but I stand by what he said. I probably wouldn't get it. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's really weird. It auto-mods things, but usually it gives me an option to, like, pass them through. I don't really give a shit what people say, as long as they're not, like, abusing other people in chat. Yeah, I've heard Expedition 33 is really good. Okay. Do movement. We need a get position. So... Func... Oh, no, okay. Abstract, entity movement, func, get position, return, transform.origin. So... USA is a young country, 250. So we have here from 1,000 years. You wouldn't understand. What do you mean exactly? What am I not understanding? Return transform.origin. Oh, you removed it yourself? Oh, okay. I thought they were like, you can't say anything. You can't say he wouldn't get it. You're bullying. Like that literally sounds like something YouTube would do. Like, God, YouTube is so weird with that shit. Okay, transform entity movement, CB entity movement, func. So what we're doing here, by default, our entity movement moves the top level of this. But with the character body, we don't move the top level of the node. The character body that's under the node gets moved. So what we're gonna do, the entity movement will have its own function. Get position. Func get position. And then for this character body movement, it'll return character body dot origin dot transform dot origin. Okay, character body dot transform dot origin. So now that will get the position of whatever is actually moving. So that'll make that easier. Transform entity movement, save menu. Player's parent dot get child 0 dot get position. So let's do that. File store var dot save data. And then grammar is too weak to make my point. Okay, yeah, that's fair. you know, that's fine. I do like. There are definitely perspectives that the USA has that are just very different from the rest of the world. And yeah. I don't know. That would have been interesting to figure out what we were talking about though. Okay, present save data dot player positions print save data. No, what the fuck am I doing? Save data dot player positions. Okay. Save. Oh, let me move over here. Get position in node based in node 3D. I hope I don't offend you. You are fine. There are not many things you could say to offend me. you were totally fine. Absolute entity movement. Player entity? Oh, you're a player entity. Okay. Dot entity movement. Okay. Okay, that's what I need there. Dot. What was that? Player entity. Dot entity movement. Okay. So dot entity movement. Dot get position. Oh, let me do that. Okay, cool. So now we're actually saving the position. That's good. Okay. So with this... So we've saved the player position, I hope. And then... Load, save... So open load menu. Load saved files to list. File list.clear. So now we need to load all the files that we saved. Load save files to list. Let's see. Load save files to list. Okay, so check this out. Your code is garbage. That pissed me off. That's making me fucking furious. All I meant is we had a lot of culture things in the past. It makes no sense for you Americans. That actually... Okay, speaking of The Witcher, that is one thing I'm wondering about. Because The Witcher, to me, feels like there's, like, no theming. It just feels like a lot of violence with no meaning. And, there's the third book, like, Ciri just gets molested. So, like, she she starts like she gets taken in with this group of kids, and then one of them's like, since I rescued you, I get to have my way with you now. And then this girl comes up and she's like, no, get off of her. Now I get to have my way with you. And then because it's a girl, it's like presented as okay. And I'm like, that's fucked. But I'm like, is there something like with the world building or something with this story that like I'm just not getting? That is actually a really interesting point, because there's like there's a lot of like things happening, and a lot of it I'm just like, why did that happen? What is the reason for that? Like, am I just missing something here? That's probably that actually makes sense. That's probably like what it is, because the whole time I'm reading, I'm just like, what is the point of anything happening in this story? It just seems like it's violence for the sake of, I lost my daughter, now I got my daughter back. Like, it's just like, why? And it's really interesting. All the like the stuff that I don't like the like traditional like male and female values. It seems like it's like it's like showing the flaws in that, but I'm like, but you're not being critical of it. You're just showing it that it exists. Like, are you gonna explore that? And it's like, I'm like, is that not the point? Maybe, I don't know. It seems like a time period. In the past, you would buy women from the market is a real thing. Yeah, that's what. There's a lot of things where I'm like, you're showing that this is a real horrifying thing. Is that all you're doing? Is just showing it? Which, that has value in itself. I don't want to say that's like not a good thing to like show in media. Like, it is good to show like the world for what it is. That shit's important. Okay, so we need to load save files to a list. So, why did I start writing a var? Maybe I'll figure that out. Load save files to list. Saving games. No, okay. File. What is this? File access. Godot. It might be a time period thing too. The Witcher was written in like the 80s, and it was written by a trader. I'm imagining this guy was like going back and forth. Just put episode 1 of Goblin Slayer in there. Yeah. That shit is wild. Just start this off with a weird rape scene. Var load save files. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. So we have the variable for the file list. So file access dot open user. Honestly, everything is fucked up in history. Yeah. That's the thing that I really do love about The Witcher. The Witcher, like, even though it's a fantasy, it seems like it's presenting this really realistic history just through like a different lens. Like, there's so many things that are just like really interesting. Oh, even the time period of the setting. Yeah. That's my problem isn't even that it's showing it. It's just like, what's the point? Like, you're showing all this shit. Are you gonna say something about it, or are you just gonna show me it? Because I already know this shit existed. Like, I don't know what I'm getting out of this. It's just weird. But like I said, like that has, there's a purpose to that. Like, that, it is, some people don't know that. Like, that's cool to show people. Savegame.dat. Okay, we're gonna have to mess with this so that it can load like an array of files. I don't know how you could load from like a folder. But we will do that once we have... I can add that soon, actually. Once we have, like, .read. Once we have, a system to name files, then I will have it, like, load multiple files. So, file.read. Save data... Oh, save data... File access.open, user.game.save data. We might as well start doing that now, actually. So... Oh, fuck. Okay. That's gonna be a whole thing. Let's do this first. So, file list. We had a lot of shit just a couple years ago. It's fine for us. You had a lot of stuff just a couple years ago. Oh, what do you mean? Is that like, was it like a conflict or something a couple years ago? Or does it help you guys like? Oh, are you saying like because that kind of stuff like hasn't gone away in your part of the world or something? Is that what you mean? I hope that doesn't sound like insensitive. I just like I don't. I might have misunderstood that. File list dot load. Oh fuck. Okay. File list dot open save menu dot add item. Add item. Yeah, okay. File list dot add item. Oh, that's gonna be fucking weird. My grandmother from my dad said get burned to death from soldiers and so your grandma and dad got your grandmother your grandmother from your dad got burned to death from soldiers and friends. Jeez, that makes sense. That is a cool thing to think about because like most of the world's history is brutal and violent, and that's the thing we don't think about in America. A lot of places still are. Like stuff like Mother Courage, like the story Mother Courage, if you guys have heard about it, it's like this horrible old wartime story where this like old woman is just traveling with her kids to like this war-torn Eastern European country. And it's like that's still some people's reality. Hell, in America that's probably going to be our reality. Like we keep having riots and shit, and like we had like a protest today over ICE, and I'm just like I have heard so many stories of protests. In the 90s, it was wailed as a civil war, but everything is fine now. I'm glad everything's fine, at least. But yeah, like, yeah. I know, like, apartheid in Africa, like, only ended in the 90s. Like, there's a lot of crazy shit. We like to think of, like, the times, especially in America and, like, a lot of European countries where they're, like, a lot more liberalized. It's like, a lot of shit isn't as bad. In America, like, especially for, like, white people, like, a lot of shit hasn't been as bad. That's a lot of the reason that we have so many conflicts, actually, is because a lot of white people just want to be fucking comfortable. It's like, okay, but your comfort's built on, like, destroying the lives of other people in a lot of cases. It's really sad. Okay, what am I doing? File list at add item. Let's just add dummy for now. We'll fix this later. File list dot add item. Save one. Yeah, okay, save one. Match one. So we're gonna have to edit this in a second so that it does it by file. We'll basically have to make like a list of files as we like load them into data. But match one. Okay, we can do that now though. Var loaded files. Var sound a little hint is the USA flew Benor. Oh, was it the USA? Yeah. Sounds like some sins of the father type stuff to a certain extent. Yeah. Var list. Oh wait, was the USA like messing with your country? And that sounds fucking right. Honestly, if you want to blame me for that, you can like we all participate in that shit that makes a lot of countries' lives hell. And, like, I've tried to stop doing it as much as I can in my 30s, to an extent. But I at least try to be aware of, like, okay, what am I doing that's, like, probably forcing some kid in, like, some third world country to like work in a factory his entire life, you know. But it's not. It's not. They don't make our lives like doable to like not do that shit. It's really fucking dark. Okay, var save file list equals, so we're gonna make that an array. File list dot add save file list dot push front. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just push front. No, it's okay. It's the government's responsibility. Yeah, I get that. There's this funny thing America loves to fucking do. I don't know if this is like your country too, but America loves doing this thing where they just like they're just like, we don't like that leader. Let's make our leader, and he'll be like a horrible dictator, but we'll say it's democracy. And it's like, okay, that's not democracy. He's like ruining your fucking life. And then like once your countries are like more progressive, they're like, why are they so strict? It's like, it's because you had a dictator there, instilling a lot of insane values on these people for years. That's what I see. I shouldn't say that that's like exactly what happens in every country. Match index. Load save files to list. Okay, so if it's 1, then var save data equals var save data equals save file list. Our government's a circus at the moment. Yeah, our government's always been a weird circus. Like, the people that founded the government were literally just like, we shouldn't let poor people have control over the government. They're too stupid. Like, that's like that's a summary, but that's basically a quote from one of the founding fathers. It's like, this shit's always very obviously been to like only cater to a certain kind of people. But like, as like Nixon kind of started this shit where like presidents were getting more power, and that's just gone all the way to like now where Trump is just like ignoring the fucking courts, telling him to like, hey, you can't do that. He's like, I'm just gonna fucking do it anyway. And like, there's like not really a check to stop him. But we like, I think one of the big problems that the like American myth that we're like this exceptional, wonderful fucking land of freedom, that has fucking genocided damn near a fucking group of people and are now labeling them immigrants. And like there's so many evil things to do, but like, oh no, we're the freedom place. We're fucking great. I don't even know what the fuck I was getting to with that, but it's just like that. There's so much bullshit like at the core of like the American ideology. Dangerously close to tipping point. Yeah, I kind of hope for it because I think there will be a lot of change, but then that also means a lot of people's lives are in danger. And it's this weird thing. It's like a lot of people's lives are in danger, but it's also like because of our safety, people's lives are already in danger. It's such a like, it's just such a clusterfuck. It's like oh, I remember what I was getting at. One of the better things that like a lot of European countries would do is like every couple of years they rewrite their constitution. Like every like 30 so years. Like I think France was like rewriting their constitution like every like 10 or so years or something like that. I probably have the numbers totally wrong, but we have had one for 250 years. It was written when the norm was for white men to own slaves, and we haven't changed it. Like, we've amended it, we haven't like fundamentally rewritten it. I feel like there's a lot of shit that slips through the cracks there. I feel like not reworking the system also after, like I said, like presidents have done shit to like change how the power. We have a lot of like loose powers. There's a lot of laws that were just the Supreme Court said it was okay, and it's like, okay, well then the Supreme Court can just undo that if they wanted to, and they did do that. Like we don't have abortion anymore. But like we have this myth that like our system just works and it can stand the test of time, and it's like, no, it clearly fucking can't. It's very apparent that it can't. Equals save file list dot one. And then save data dot load data. So we're gonna have to do a lot of shit with this. I don't care. It's from the beginning of history. It was the Romans and then the Byzantine and the Turks and the French and USA, and now everything's okay. That's good. I hope it stays that way for a fucking while. That's how okay, yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. It was like the Romans and the Byzantine shit. It's really weird how much history goes back to Rome. Like, there's so much shit that, like, just Rome did, and it's like, wow. That was before we started counting years. Like, before our system of counting years now existed. It's crazy. Okay. Save data.load data. Func load data. Let's not do that. Save menu. Load data. Save data. So then we're going to make a new func. Load saved data. Go over there. Load saved data. Load saved data. I hope I don't sound like ignorant or like offensive or anything about your country's history, by the way. Like I know like bits and pieces of like geopolitics in like areas like the Middle East, but I'm not an expert, so like I hope I don't say anything that just sounds stupid. Or like offensive or anything. Like that's not my intent. I'm saying what I think I know, and I'm just like, okay, if that sounds wrong, please tell me. That's a huge part of this channel. Like I'm doing video essays, but a lot of them I'm like, I'm not researching super hard, and it's not because I like want you to believe lies that I'm telling, or I want to like present myself as smarter than I am. It's because I don't think I'm that smart, and like I want people that are smarter than me to be like, no, that's actually wrong. Here's why, and we can have like a conversation about it. Like I watch a lot of video essays, and one of my biggest problems is like it's presenting facts to people. And that shit gets skewed a lot, like, by your intent. Like, people will present things in different ways by their intent. They won't present the entirety of a story because of their intent. And that's usually not a bad thing, but it means, like, you don't get the whole story. So, like, a lot of my idea with video essays is, like, I want people to know up front, I have looked at questionable sources, I have come to this conclusion, here is the information I'm presenting. The reason I do this is because, like, growing up watching video essays, I took a lot of hard stances on things that I did not understand enough. Because I was just listening to someone else say, this, and this. And I was like, that must be a fact. And I want people to understand, like, these people writing these video essays don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, they do to some extent, but you cannot cover all the information on a situation and stuff like that. So I want to leave these things open to be like, someone talk about this, because I don't want people watching me to be like, he's just right. I want them to be like, he's giving me ideas to go off of. Let me look at more shit to like form an actual opinion instead of just letting him give me my opinion. Because I have seen, and I think that's a lot of the reason our political discourse is so like stupid now, because people do that. Like they just assume people are right about things and they like go off of information that's like flawed. And it's really dangerous. I really want to fight that. Okay, we're at load save. I've talked a lot of this on this stream about not coding. I'm glad this is interesting for you guys. I hope people watching this, like the VOD, are like, oh yeah, this is interesting. Okay, load save data. You guys can keep talking. I don't want that to sound like a bad thing. It's just like a thing I'm pointing out. It is very cool talking to you guys. Load save data. Okay, so we need load save files to list, create new save file. Player's parent dot get child 0 entity movement entity movement dot, this will have to be, okay, get dot set position. Okay, now we need to do that. We had our empire though, Carthaginian. We were the rival of Rome. Oh shit, okay. That's fucking sick. I'm surprised you guys are in Africa. I'm surprised you weren't part of like the Ottomans or something. Set position, save data. Although maybe I know the Ottomans like a lot farther east though. I don't know how like far east in Africa you are. Maybe I'm also just ignorant. I don't know if the Ottomans ever actually took over Africa. I just know that it's like they were the Muslim empire. So maybe I'm making a huge assumption there. Save data dot player positions 0. So this is more for testing. I just want to see, can I load myself back into that position when I save? So load save data, set position. Okay. Abs entity movement, func set position vector. Most historical facts hard to get, especially if you don't have the real archives. That is true. Yeah. That's the other thing is like information in general is like hard to find. It's very gate kept. I watch a lot of video essays. It's a lot of rich white dudes doing them. It's a lot of dudes that were like able to like live off of their parents while they were building their channel and shit like that. And like that's cool. I'm glad those people exist. It makes Ottomans in the 15th century, okay. But it makes it makes it so like only a certain type of audience feels comfortable with that. I've been writing my essays. I code switch into like my hood black accent when I'm writing my essays because I want to present it more to those kind of people. So I'm like, you guys are smart. This probably isn't like doesn't feel culturally comfortable to you. So I want to like show that to those kinds of people more. Algeria is old, like 2,000 years? Good lord. Good fucking lord, okay. Set position. What am I doing? Oh, but yeah, that was, so like, but yeah, a lot of information that could be used for things is like, it takes a fuck ton of time, which I just don't have. I work a full-time job. And a lot of it's literally like gate kept. Like you have to pay to get like articles and shit and to like find historical texts and shit like that. I'm like, I don't have that. What I can do is start a conversation. And that cuts a lot of the work out so I can actually get the videos out and like bring up points that seem interesting. And then other people that like have their own perspectives. Because no matter what, it doesn't cost anything to have a perspective. So, like, no matter what, we can just talk about these things. It doesn't have to be a thing of, like, you're right, you're wrong. It can just be a thing of, like, here's what I think, here's what you think. Okay, set position. Transform.origin equals position. And then for CB entity movement, func set position. Transform. No, character body. Body dot transform. Origin equals position. It's very weird because in Unity, like setting a position for a transform is such a like nothing thing. It's like so not consequential. I wish I knew how to edit videos. Posted a bunch of clips today talking about the ruling class. I need to watch those. I saw those, but I was like driving. Like I was just scrolling through my phone while waiting for a customer to get in my car. It looks interesting. I can show you how if you ever want to. Like, video editing's not hard, especially just like clipping shit together. It's really easy. Position is shadowing an already declared property. Okay, then we'll call you pos. We don't even have to call you position then. Pos Save data entity structure, CB, ABS, POS, POS. Okay. Save data structure, no, save menu, set position. Okay, so we're just gonna see, I think I already saved the position. Let's see if I can load it. Save data equals save file list 1. Should be 0. Should be 0. That's what that is. Okay, that's not good. Entity movement, player's parent, player positions on base of object file access. Save data equals... Oh, okay. We'll call you loaded data then. Loaded diaper, dude. It's like confusing the variables. That's interesting. What the fuck? Loaded data. Oh, loaded data. It's 40 minutes long. What's 40 minutes long? The world is 40 minutes long, SpongeBob. Player positions on object of type. Loaded data. Load save data. Equals save file list dot 0. Oh, dot load var. Or get var, I think. Is it get var? Get var. Okay, let's try that. I think that's what I needed. Player positions of encoded object as ID. Get var. Turns the next variant value. Get var Godot. Let's try as save data structure. Get var file access Godot. Let's just see if that worked though. Damn it, okay. File access. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so it's returning the variable, but it's not letting me get it as like that file type. Get var is a function. Can I... Okay, let's print get var. Loaded data. Save data structure, player positions. Okay. Let's copy and paste that just in case. Or my boy here, he will teach you. What do you mean? Okay. Output encoded object as ID. File get var. Your code should be print file.getVar. Why can't I get that? Load variable from file. Yeah, it's just loading as like a... This is loading from a CSV file. How to access a file. Did I mess this up? Okay, save variable Godot. How do you save variables as save files? In a way, it doesn't matter. The process will be very similar. Thing is, Godot, there's not only one solution. You have many solutions. Is there a thing of save var? Get var. Var? Oh, shit. Did I mess this up or something? I think I did. Read the old message I was talking about editing videos. I wish I knew how to edit videos. Wait, are you saying like editing videos is 40 minutes long? I could teach you though, I really could. Get var from file, yeah, okay. Does this have like get var? Yeah, okay. Game data equals... You even get the values. You already have get var. Can you add an example of what you want? Files can fail to open for a variety of reasons. My code generated a file called slot. They did not reply to this one. Fucking hell. It usually, when you find a forum post that looks like what you're trying to do and like people stop replying, that means you're doing it really stupidly. But this might be that I failed to get this. Maybe that I failed that. Load. Okay. What is it? So this... Let's call you file. Var file equals file. File dot error. Get error. Yeah, let's print file dot get error. I was suggesting to make a video from a blog about editing a video, and it's 40 minutes long. Oh, okay. Okay. Output. Okay, so no error, I'm guessing. Encoded object as ID. What the hell does that mean? Encoded object as ID. That is really weird. Encoded object as ID Godot. And apparently, by default... Oh, what the fuck? Get var encoded object as ID Godot. Okay, I don't care about your AI, Google. Getting the value of a node variable by instance ID? What the fuck? Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop streaming. We have been streaming for a while. I'm gonna look at a video tomorrow and see if I can make like a save game. I'm gonna look at like save game videos or videos on how to save your game tomorrow. See if we can come back to this. It's very frustrating. I've also been streaming for 2 hours. I'm getting kind of tired. But thank you guys for watching. It's been a really good stream. I will see you guys later. Bye. I might stream developing something else next time. I wanted to get like a few of these out of the way and then work on something else, but we'll see. I know this one's been going pretty good. I kind of wanted to get to a certain point with it before I started doing something else. So we'll see. But bye.